You just brought in a new distributor, now what? So most of this website and most of the training has been geared around for the new person, what they would do. This specifically is going to talk to a distributor that's already they're in the business doing it, and they've brought in a distributor. What do you do to support them through the journey and learning the blueprint, learning the process, getting started, launching the business?
Yeah, so you're sitting at your house right now and you've got one of your very best friends and you just enrolled him or her as a distributor. If you know that they're going to be enrolling prior to that moment, text, 3 of your support team, your upline, and say, hey, my best friend is going to be enrolling. We're going to have her into the system in about 5-10 minutes. Are you free? Like 15-20 minutes, so that I can just say, hey, welcome to the team, welcome to the family, just, quick call, something real easy. So if you do it with like 3 to 5 people, one of them is generally available and can do that. So that is super fun. You sit there, you get them enrolled, you get them into the system, and then immediately you pick up the phone and then you call, Shawn or whoever it is and say, Shawn, I'm so excited. I've got my best friend here. This is my best friend. And you edify your friend. We're just going to take 2 seconds. I know that you're excited and you always want to meet the team and especially my best friend, right? So you're sitting there and then that new person is like, this is so cool. I don't know who that person is. They just welcomed me to the team. I may have heard a tiny little piece of the story, but we're going to talk later. It's just a warm, fuzzy feeling.
And we're not sending this out to every single person from you to the top of our organization, Stu Brody. You're really identifying 3 at the most, probably 5 people between you or that person and your upline.
Right, exactly. And so that was just a real quick moment. The same thing goes if you're on Zoom or if you know that it's going to happen, do that. If you're sitting there and you didn't know it was going to happen or you're at a meeting, the same thing goes. You can definitely just quickly text and say, hey, I'm sitting here with so-and-so right now. Are you free for just like 2 minutes just to welcome them to the team? This is not a welcome call where you're learning the stories about each person and making that big connection. This is just so excited that you're here with us kind of moment.
You're excited. We want to pour a little gas on the fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
exactly.
What else are you doing when you sit down with a brand new person?
So if you're sitting down with a brand new person, so you did that call, and then what I love to do, obviously, is show them the onepersonbigdifference.com website. But I get them set up on WhatsApp immediately. Like, here's WhatsApp. Yeah. It's going to be the most amazing tool for you. This is how we do the majority of our communication. Outside of our Facebook groups, and then you and I just communicating. So let's just download that, get that done, and then, transfer the information for them and myself, and good to go for that.
I love it. And then getting them into the replicated website as well, too, making sure that they can log into their back office.
Yes, absolutely doing that right away. And, say that they're not right there with you. Like, say that they're done, they're in a rush, they got to go home and do all of those things. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the time where you do the welcome text. Okay? So they're just getting back home. You're at home. You're left. Everybody's excited. So at this point, again, this is 3 to 5 of your upline, your support family, your team. Grab a picture of the person, right? Grab a picture and then start sending a text. Let everybody know, this is so-and-so, this is my best friend, this is how I know them, I'm so excited, they just enrolled in the Platinum Pack or whatever, and they're super excited, and this is, they're a gorgeous family, and this is why they're excited. So then we can speak to them as to why they're excited. Then those 3 to 5 support family will message back, welcome to the team, this is where I'm from, we're here for you, building that big vision and that good, warm, fuzzy feeling. Then, right after that, you can take that same text if you want to, or if you want to make it a little different, then go to One Person Big Difference Facebook page. Take that picture, take that message, and welcome them to the mass team, right? The whole One Person Big Difference family where everybody celebrates, makes comments. Do that, you guys. Comment on these people when they come in and welcome them to this amazing family.
Perfect. So anything else that you would say besides, once they get into One Person Big Difference, into the website and the training, anything else that you really want to hold their hand doing, like the why?
Oh, 1,000%. Yes. I mean, you want to go through, the website is there, to go through each and every step. And it's also there, there's going to be people here that, they don't have somebody that's going to sit with them, unfortunately. That's just the way life is. Be the person that does go through everything with them, though, you guys. Be the person. that does go through everything with them. And it's all laid out, just smooth and beautiful. But when it does get to the why, this is a very, very important thing that you're going to do with them, is really understand, why did you get this? But you want to dig in and continue to ask, okay, well, that's awesome. You want to, pay off your credit cards. Well, why do you want to pay them off? I'll be like, so I can be debt free. Well, how is that going to feel?
Yeah.
How is that going to feel when you are debt free? And then they start thinking bigger. They start feeling things differently. They can start smelling the morning coffee when they don't have that stress of, these bills.
Yeah.
Keep asking those questions and building that vision for them, because this is an emotional journey. And if you can get that why real big in there, it gets emotional. There's the saying, if your why doesn't make you cry, you want to get it in there. You want your why to make you cry. Well, then what you're going to do to get to that step of making that a reality is so much easier then.
Yeah. And we've got great trainings on all of this out there. But I really want you guys to understand that if you think back to when you were a brand new distributor, how quick did you go through the learning curve, and how much did you do on your own? Because somebody could plug into this and they could go through every single step of the blueprint with the videos and all the material on their own, but every spot that you're involved along the way is going to bring them quicker through that process,
so much
and
faster.
up the learning curve faster. So see what those trainings are, know what's on the website, understand what this is, but most importantly, understand that the more you're involved with the new person, getting them started, and more specifically, getting their business actually launched, the quicker success that they're going to have.
Critical. And then when we're talking about the Facebook group, one thing I forgot to say is, it's a natural thing. They know that they're probably going to join a Facebook group. But every time that you add somebody to a page, make sure that you let them know. Like, hey, we've got this amazing page. This is our business. And hey, we have this unbelievable Facebook page, for the customers. And hey, we've got this story page. We're going to get you added in there. That's cool, right? So it's just them validating that it's good. You don't ever want to be a person that's just add. So I just wanted to make sure that was said.
Tools and resources are there for people to have success, but this really is a business that's designed to do it with other people.
Yes.
So this is a business you can let the new distributor know that it's a business that we're going to build with you. We're not necessarily going to build it for you, but we are here along the way on this journey for them to have the tools and resources to make sure they get where they want to get.
Yes.
As long as they're putting forth the energy and the effort to do what we're teaching them.
Totally.
But it's not something that's designed for them to do alone.
Yes, and one of the things I failed to say too is, take notes, is, say the person is here at our house, and they just enrolled and they're headed home. Right? Or they're on Zoom and you get off Zoom and you are done for the day, or, for that moment. While you're sending the text and this and that, have them listen to Carrie Dickey's CD. It is on the website, you guys. It's there. It's a free CD that's on the website. I call it CD because that's what we had when we joined. But Carrie Dickey's training CD is so important for them to listen to immediately. Like when they're going home, before they talk to anybody. Honestly, it's what I share with everybody when they get started. Listen to this before you go and talk to anybody. And it's just because it gets your mindset ready. It gets the big vision ready. It helps with so many things. And I can tell you, I listened to that CD literally every single month for the first couple years, because we're always growing and learning. And we talked about duplication being real, but keeping things simple as well and building that mindset. So I forgot to say that at the very beginning.
Yeah, and she does a brilliant job of keeping the information concise, getting people the basic understandings of what it's going to take to build their network marketing business, and most importantly, the mindset behind it.
Yeah. And I think one last thing while we're here is, don't be afraid to ask them how much do they want to make, pulling out that earnings disclosure statement and showing them, and then, where do you see yourself? Like, where here would make a difference for you? And finding that out. And then right? What the next steps are. If they're going to be the walk, the run, the fly. And then you're not trying to be like, you have to be on this call, you have to do this, you have to do that. If they are people that just want to chill out for a bit and just walk, right? We don't want to overwhelm anybody ever. So always use your intuition and all that. But if they are super excited and they're like, I want to go elite and I want to do it the first year, and then you're like, okay, get with your team and say, this is what they want. Right. Let's run, let's set this up for them and fly.
Yep. Having those adult conversations early on and just setting up proper expectations. It's going to be way easier to circle back around to have the adult conversations again if they're not doing what they said that they wanted to do initially. Right,
because we're here for them. Again, this is not about us, it's about them. And if they shared that in the very beginning, this is what I want, and we're not getting them there, well, we take it as a responsibility and a mission for ourselves to be able to, or that we are helping them get to where they want. And so, sometimes I have to look at myself like, what am I not doing for that person if they're not getting there? And then we can go back, and say, what can I do? Or what do we need to do? Or, are you doing, those certain things?
So I'll wrap it up with this. Some of the best advice that we heard early on was from Carrie Dickey telling us to be excited by everybody, but disappointed by nobody. Right. And it took me years to understand what she actually meant by that, because we had expectations that didn't align with what somebody else wanted out of the business.
Right.
And so for us to be excited about everybody that was coming in, but disappointed by nobody, really means to understand what somebody wants out of it and allow them to be that person.
Yes.
So you're going to walk with the people that want to walk. You're going to jog with the people that want to jog. You're going to sprint with the people that want to sprint and fly with the people that want to fly.
Yes.
But you have to have those early conversations to understand what they want, and it can change and morph along the way.
Totally.
They might want to go faster, they might want to go slower.
Yes.
But be there for that person. The best thing that you can do as their upline, as their enroller, is to guide them through the process and allow the door to always be open for them to get what they need out of it.
Leading them, and people really do want to be led, right? But leading with love and leading with vision and intention. And one other thing is, you've done all these different steps, right? You've got them on the Facebook pages. You've done the welcome to the text on Facebook. But after that, you do want to set up 3-way intro calls or Zooms with, 3 to 5 of the team. And so why is that important? It's really important to understand who you're working with. Who are these people? What are their stories? What are their health stories? What are their financial stories? What are their family stories? What are, we've got so many people in this company who love the community and the people, and this is why they love to just say, continuing to do it because the family here. So hearing all those different stories, number one, so that they're building belief, feeling comfortable to reach out to them for different calls and different Zooms. But even, what's so cool too is you're building their vision of what's possible for them through this, and that the people are real, that it's not just this business of transaction, like this is truly a mission.
Cool.
And a purpose.
So with all of that said, you guys, if you ever have a question on what should I do next with the new person, just open up the blueprint, go through the trainings with them, and see what step they're on or what steps they've done, what steps they haven't, and go to the next step. That's honestly going to get you through the process, get them through the learning curve as quick as possible, get them to the results that they want to get.
Yes. We love you guys.